Hey gang, how are you all doing? Just wanted to give a little update here, just show off a few things I've got recently. Haven't bought as much lately for myself, because it's, holidays are around the corner here. I've been, doing a lot of, shopping, Christmas shopping, for the family, and but I have managed to, get a few trips in, like to go treasure hunting, on my own, and I've picked up a few interesting things. As you can see, I picked this up today. This Tac Force knife. It's a Tac Force. I don't know what this exact model is called, but it's a manual folder with a thumb hole, and it has this Benchmade style access lock, and it opens pretty smoothly. It's a pretty nice budget knife. I paid $25 for it, and Tac Force, which is of course a division of Master Cutlery. They're not, these knives. They've kind of improved and they've stepped up their quality over the last few years. Master Cutlery, some including they now along with MTech and Elk Ridge. Elk Ridge is probably their best, line of knives, as far as in my opinion at least. And they recently added the new line, Elite Tactical, and this, and I really, and my local Dunham Sports is starting to carry, some of their stuff, and, including the MTech Evolution line, and, and Elk Ridge, and they carry Elite Tacticals. So definitely this, as a company, they're really improving. So in this folder, it has the quality, say, of like, say, a higher budget, Chinese knife, kind of like a Ganzo. So yeah, I thought that was a good find, definitely, for $25. And recently I went to a flea market and I picked this up, this odd-looking butterfly knife. It's from Japan, and I never had one with guards like this before. I thought it was interesting. I called them ninja guards because that's what they kind of remind me of anyway. But this one, it's from Japan, and it's stamped. It's from Valor, Miami, USA. That's who imported it. And I, didn't know too much about this one or what it was called. I did some research, and I found out that this model is apparently called the Valor Manji butterfly knife. That's Manji spelled Manji. And if you look it up on Google, you'll see some pictures of it, and you'll see the original packaging. And, and flipping it isn't really as hard as you'd think, like with the guards. It actually is relatively easy to flip. And, I kind of remember seeing this at one point. You see, whenever I saw it, I decided to grab it, because I never had one like this. But as I was thinking about it, I think I might have seen this, like, from somebody years ago. Like, I don't know, like, I think maybe the late JW Bullets and Blades used to have one like this. Maybe one of you remember. Anyway, he always was getting all kinds of cool vintage knives, like butterfly knives from Japan and whatnot, like Parker Cutlery, and he was getting like old school Frost Cutlery folders, and he would always get, of course, all kinds of unique switchblades and whatnot from around the world. And yeah, I'm thinking it's possible JW, he might have had this one. So if you happen to know, just let me know anyway. Rest in peace, JW. And at that same flea market, I also found this older SOG knife. It's the SOG Mini X-Ray Vision. As you can see there, it's one of their older made in Japan models, Seiki City, Japan. And the ones that were made there, they're definitely pretty good quality. And this one has like an arc lock, kind of like, it's similar to the Benchmade Axis lock. It's pretty smooth. And yeah, and the seller there gave me a good deal on this one. He let me take it for $25. So can't beat that. And yeah, that was definitely a good find. Next up, I picked up this knife at my local Tractor Supply, and it's from Roper Knives, and it was in the bargain, one of the bargain bins there. It's called the Roper Knives, the Tumbleweed folder. Now this one, it kind of reminds me of like a case knife, like kind of like a sod buster, and it has this plastic handle that it's kind of made to look like it's like synthetic ivory, and it kind of has that look. And I, thought, it's a traditional little lock back folder, and it definitely had like had a case knives look to it. And so I thought, it was like, I think I paid $15 for it, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, for that price, I thought it was a pretty nice knife. Definitely a good find. So that's that. And at Lowe's recently, I picked this up, this Gerber knife. I don't think I've ever had this one before. It's called the Gerber Fuse, and it's a folder on bearings, I believe, and it opens very smooth. I mean, it's not an assisted knife; it's just a manual folder, but it opens so quick and smooth. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, you really has a really nice blade, really nice edge, holds a really good edge. So yeah, this is definitely a good EDC option. And yeah, I think I paid maybe $30 for this, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a good find. And also at Tractor Supply, I picked this up recently, this Kershaw knife. I grabbed, it's the Kershaw grinder. It's one of their Speed Safe Assist knives. And yeah, and this one, I like the blade on this. I don't know. No, I think this is kind of like a Tanto type blade. I don't know what, I think would this be called an upswept Tanto, this style blade? That's kind of, if I were to guess, I think that's what this is. I'm not sure. Maybe one of you can help me out. I'm still trying. I'm not, I'm a big knife nerd, but I, it's some of this terminology for like blade shapes and whatnot. I mean, it's like I like know some of the basics, but but some of these more obscure terms like upswept and and whatnot. I mean, I'm still a little not quite up to speed on those and on that entirely. So forgive me. Yeah, but this knife, this was really, I got this for a good price. So yeah, this is definitely a good find. And yeah, Kershaw Speed Safe, assisted open. So yeah, it can't be Kershaw. So that was a good find. And next up, I got this SOG knife. It's a SOG filled knife. That was also a Tractor Supply, and it came in this sheath, this plastic sheath. It has this cutout there where you can actually use that like as a seatbelt cutter or a rope cutter. And I thought that was really unique. And it has this, this sort of a rubber grip handle, and has a nice blade on it. Definitely has a nice edge. And this was like $20, and you see it there. It says SOG filled knife. And it's kind of like a more of a budget version of like like the another SOG knife that I have, the SOG Sil Pup, I think it is. And so definitely this was a good find, definitely for $20. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get any more knives or anything before Christmas, but definitely I'm closed out the year definitely on a good note here. And so I hope you're all doing well out there. You have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your holiday. Take care.